Rightio, welcome back. Time for our market update with the team at Property Brokers. Of course, the person we do that with is Conrad Wilkshire, who's GM of Rural at Property Brokers. And today, Conrad, we are talking about the ever-burgeoning scene of lifestyle properties. Morning, and how are you?
Yeah, top of the morning to you, Dom. No, all good, all good.
So, lifestyle properties, as we've seen through official stats and Real Estate Institute stats, all sorts of different, no matter which way you look at it, Conrad, the lifestyle market seems to be cranking, especially compared to the same time last year.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been operating around about the $6 billion mark. At last time last year was about $5.7 billion. It's now a $10.5 billion market.
Wow.
So, and that's not just value, that's the number of sales as well. So, people are definitely favouring heading out of town, getting a bit of space, and it's a big theme. And on that scale, on that volume, it's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, I suspect COVID has played a part in that, but in your estimation, what is continuing to drive this lifestyle market?
Yeah, I think this current series of lockdowns continue to underline it. As you say, there's definitely those wanting a bit of space, a bit of freedom for the family and room to spread out, and the young people running around on little motorbikes and all that sort of thing. That's definitely a driver. And also, I don't think we should underestimate those who genuinely are the people that really enjoy the land and have a connection with farming. They've also always been a big part of the lifestyle market, particularly a little bit further out from town. In fact, it's quite amazing just how many seven-figure properties, valuations of properties, 20 k's out of town there are.
Yeah, no matter where you look around the country as well, that would be accurate, wouldn't it? Geographically, There's no sort of one region standing out any sort of more than the others, or is there?
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, look, the Clevelands and the like out there and south of Auckland have always been really high value and continue to be, but to be fair, it's hard to find a cheap lifestyle property anywhere in New Zealand right now. And I think that's a permanent setting. That's nothing temporary.
Yeah, I think you might be right there as well. So let's have a look then. If I'm sitting on one of these pots of gold, what should I do?
Well, that's a really good question. And I think, obviously I can give you some good real estate opinion on that, but I think actually from people's own personal goals, I think there's two things in play. I think for those who want to trade up to another lifestyle property and want maybe a bigger place or that sort of thing, that can definitely be one of the drivers. But we're also seeing a theme. If you're prepared to go another 10 k's out, say you're 20, 25 k's out of town already, if you're prepared to travel another 10 k's, it's amazing just how much of a bigger property you can have. And there are, I think, some very genuine wannabe farmers out there that've got the hat, but not enough cattle. And actually would like to be able to go buy a pen of cattle at the local sale and actually have a bit more of a farming operation, get it GST registered and the like. And there is any amount of those quality properties available for sale or could be available for sale if we had the inquiry. And so, the interesting dynamic is that while the valuations of these lifestyle blocks has appreciated significantly, what I would call small rural holdings, sort of under 100 hectares, to sort of 20 and 100 hectares, depending where you are, they haven't doubled up in value in anything like the same way the lifestyle market is. So you could actually, if you're prepared to travel a little bit further and maybe the home isn't exactly what you want it to be, but with a bit of effort and a bit of focus, you can get it to exactly where you want it to be. You could end up with maybe twice the ground. And I think for a lot of people who have a real aspiration to be still holding their job in town but actually want a bit more of a farming lifestyle, I can think of many case studies of people who've had all the benefits of a farming life and also a job in town. And I think those opportunities are very present now and probably in a relative context more affordable than they've been for a long time.
Really interesting stuff because it is an industry that is certainly taking off, and it seems like, from what you're telling me, it's not going to dry up anytime soon. One final point, it used to be said that a lifestyle block was actually probably better named a life sentence block, but people don't seem to be too deterred by that particular sentiment.
No, I don't really believe that lifestyle blocks turn over any quicker than places in town, to be fair, and I think it just reflects people's lifestyle and changes. It can be for those downsizing from the farm that want to, well, it was a bit like my situation where we, took a smaller lifestyle property because we just had too much gear. And then it can be actually where the kids have actually all flown the coop and actually we just don't need this big Ponderosa anymore, and actually a place closer to town works best.
Yeah.
So those are the scenarios. I think in any scenario, though, every location has its own set of influences. I would definitely say that. And I think if I was putting the property broker's hat on for a moment, Dom, I'd be saying local knowledge and a connection with that local community is something we really back ourselves on. So with the valuation increases we're seeing in lifestyle options, and if people are starting to think about their goals for the next stage in their life, getting a professional market appraisal, it doesn't cost anything, but it could create a lot of opportunities. So, and the market like we're in now, not rushing to the first offer and getting really clear about what the options look like, it's time well invested.
Conrad Wilkshire, GM of Rural Property Brokers, as always, nice to have you on the show, and again, appreciate the insight into that particular aspect of the market.
Cheers, Dom.